like when somebody says that oh Heisei is multiversal, I'll be like, okay, if you want to make him multiversal, then explain. Because if we're just talking movies, because that's what it is, that's one version of Godzilla. Name one thing in the movies he does that makes him multiversal. That is that version of Godzilla. Now you might see the same design in a comic, but that's like ROST or War Through Time or whatever. It's different versions of Godzilla. It's not the same. Like, if you just use Heisei, okay, if you do like everything Heisei, so the comics, the comic designs that are Heisei as well, then sure, put them at multiversal. It makes sense, but it's at least planetary at like planetary to universal at max for him because of the whole melting down thing. But that was a prediction, so they couldn't even do anything with that. They were predicting that he would go that hot and stuff. He may have never went that hot. We don't 100% know. It's just that's the only one I disagree with. Like, now you say Showa, yeah, he is definitely fourth dimensional and whatever, multiversal because of him able to break laws of physics like it's literally nothing, and then everything he's done is a lot. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. So you said killing elites. High scale is high universal to multi-universal, not multiversal, but multi-universal, which is 1 to 10. Yeah, it's very. I don't agree with a lot of things like the power scalars for Godzilla say, because if we're just going based off movies, there's a lot. Oh, my bad. I keep doing that. There's a lot of things you could say about a lot of the characters. Like now, one of the things is he doesn't have the reach, but if he had the reach to hit other planets with his atomic breath, yeah, he could probably destroy an entire planet with his atomic breath. That's one of those things is like, oh yeah, he's definitely multi-universal where he could go on a constant rampage if he took off all limiters and stuff, constant rampage and just destroy everything. It's wouldn't be too hard for him to do that. Now, now this is something I was actually arguing with a guy like 2 days ago ish, or a couple days ago. He was arguing that World Breaker Hulk would be able to beat. Scene, bro, please. I know that's what I'm saying. Say everything. You say verse right, monster verse negatives. You know what? Was okay. What was it? Because there are things you could say about the MonsterVerse Godzilla that make him universal with a singular small feat. Like there was a guy I saw. He did the math for the not dwarf star, the Axis Mundi portals. So the Hollow Earth portals and stuff to Axis Mundi, and it was only like he said it was dwarf star level per that one portal. And I was like, that's just one portal, and there's thousands of Hollow Earth portals. You times that by 1,000 and times that by 2. That is Godzilla's power level, as it's stated in GVK that it's Godzilla's power is equal or higher than the Hollow Earth power. So you do all that math, you'll find out how strong he is. Ooh, finally. That's nice. What? And yeah, what's his explanation? I gotta know this. Can you move back so I can? Yeah, there you go. It's because he survived a supergravity beam from Space Godzilla, which scales 6 dimensional. Yes, that's why it's one dimensional. It is, but I debunked that. They say it's durable, is multi-universal. Right. It's just dumb. Like I said, I don't know the like math like 100%, but this guy literally did math on just the portals to the Hollow Earth, and he was like, it makes him dwarf star level at least for the portal, and it's like, ouch. He times that by like 1,000. Yeah, you're getting something extremely strong, making it just his durability by walking, and that's like 2015 Godzilla, and it's like he's strong, and people don't want to admit it. So, oh shoot, shoot, get out of the way! I knew that was gonna happen. And so, because the character, both of them have the abilities, able to threaten multiverses. Yeah, but Space Godzilla's abilities are only threatening to the universe, right? Which, oh my god, dude, I'm so excited for Comic Con. Putting the high series scale. It's multi galaxy. It's universal, right? It's just I don't like I said, I don't agree with a lot of the Heisei or Heisei series Godzilla power rankings and stuff. I really think those are dumb. I mean, there are a few Godzillas that are definitely more powerful than others, and that is obvious. But we don't have to argue about how strong. Like Showa, yeah, obviously he's stronger than the others because he's the original, has been all the things, good, bad, and evil. Uh, and he literally is able to break the fourth wall, basic, or not break the fourth wall. I mean, he does, but he's able to break dimensions and stuff because of his breaking physics. And him in the Starfighter, whatever series, puts him in that area of range. So yeah, I see the argument for him being the strongest. Besides like Godzilla Ultima or Godzilla in Hell or something like that. Hey, I have a question. I have a question. Will you give me the sword? Yeah, he gave me the sword. Ooh, a ghost. Get ran over. Get ran over. How did you not die? I love missions where I have to use a ghost, and they're so fun because you can just run people over. Bro, movie Godzilla, yes, solar system to galaxy, being kind, kind, right? But the manga, yes, I agree, he's multiversal to complex. Multiverse is manga. He has being 6 dimensional, right? It's like if you want to say movies, yeah, he's weaker than like he's like this. I could argue him being the second weakest Godzilla. That right behind Garagoji and stuff. Actually, third weakest. Put him behind Final Wars, or put him above Final Wars. Which is confirmed in the movies are separate timelines. Yeah, exactly. They're two different things. That's my thing. When I think of Heisei Godzilla, I think movie, which is that's what Godzilla is. He's movies. I mean, you could say that the comics tie into the movies. Yeah, they might, but it's Godzilla is the movies. Get lasered, get lasered, get lasered, get lasered, get lasered. Die, 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 die. Get destroyed. Boom. Get back here. Now, I will say people can call me a glazer for the MonsterVerse Godzilla, but it's not that I'm a glazer for him. It's I have like a connection, you know, from third strongest after Earth. But no, the top 20 of all iterations, which is weird. I mean, I could see where Heisei is like super really freaking strong because of the whole Space Godzilla being high dimensional being and stuff, or not just like high dimensional, just a being of insane immense power. Destroyer being even stronger, and Ghidorah able to travel through time and stuff. I think just based off statements and yeah, kind of confirmed statements, math wise statements. If we take the math statement into account, I'd put MonsterVerse ahead of him, and of course Godzilla Earth ahead of him. That's obvious. But yeah, in all iterations, not even like I said, not even top 20. Or oh my god, I'm shooting like a guy. He's closer to the top 20 than the top 3. I mean, if you want to do that, then you have like True Form Ultima or It at number 1, because that thing is a literal deity that is controlling multi universes with just dreams. And then like Godzilla in Hell at number 2, because he was able to literally destroy multi-dimensional beings with ease. Although other people would argue that he's lower, I still put him high, pretty high. Other than that, you have a lot more of the comics and stuff. You got wait, current pest destroyer, which is hot, or some type particles, which puts him higher because Monsterverse is 6th strongest, 8th to 6th strongest. That could change, you know. That all could change. I'd put Monsterverse higher, in my opinion, but you know, there's an argument for every Godzilla to be the strongest. Take that back. There's not an argument for every Godzilla. There's arguments for certain Godzillas to be the strongest. Like, if you take supernova predictions and what Space Godzilla is going to do and stuff, they might make Space Godzilla stronger than his original counterpart, which they did with Mecha King Ghidorah. They made him stronger than his others by being like, actually, take that back. That's not King Ghidorah. That's something I like to say a lot, is that the Ghidorah we see in 2019 is not King Ghidorah. It is Ghidorah, not King Ghidorah. Ghidorah. which we only have ever seen one other iteration of Ghidorah, and that's Giant Monsters All Out Attack. And yeah, he is stronger than that Godzilla and that Ghidorah. I'm looking at it as like Ghidorah is a younger part of his species. Godzilla and Hell is stronger than. Yes, Monster versus real rank is so sad. Monster versus chance of being on the bar with Earth or even. Holy crap! Well, it makes sense because they're making a Godzilla centered, so obviously they're going to give him a big old freaking power boost. We're going to see what that true 20% upgrade is going to look like. I mean, I guess we have to listen to Toho, because it's freaking Toho. They control everything. So if they say he's sixth or eighth, he's sixth or eighth. If they say Earth is number one and Heisei is number two, or whatever, cool. And Godzilla and Hell's like number two, cool. I'm listening to them because they're the creators, so they know what they're talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna. No, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna move on. My only thing is, I'm hoping either they don't kill Space Godzilla, or this movie just sets up Space Godzilla, or that Space Godzilla is not a one-time thing. Because if so, that's. I mean, I won't have a problem with it, but it's gonna be kind of sad. You get what I mean? Just kind of. Like if King Ghidorah is really only a one-time thing, that will be sad. And same thing with Mechagodzilla, especially since he was killed by Kong. My opinion, but I guess what is the second? Because was it confirmed they are? How you say? Because Space Godzilla. I wouldn't say it's second to last because here's why. Here's why. They still have a lot of villains they could do that they have already teased is in the universe, such as Megalon and stuff and Gigan. So I don't think they're not going to do Destroya until the very end. Once they want to end it, they'll end it with Space Godzilla or with Destroya. So they could do like Biollante next. Would make sense if we're doing a standalone movie. And then like Ghidorah again or something, and then Mecha Godzilla, then Mecha King Ghidorah. That would be really nice if we're taking the full High EC series roster, and then saving Destroy for later after Kaiser King Ghidorah or something. Like bad that made